A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, we would be talking about the divine feminine ignores the masculine when he messages her only to do formal small talk. So, yes, she is ignoring him, does not want to talk to him, ignoring the masculine. And masculine could be messaging her, could be talking to her, asking for apology maybe, or they have already spoken about apology, but she didn't see any change in him. So I want to explain one thing to you guys, that this term, divine masculine and divine feminine, these two words that we keep using on and off, I need to tell you that these words, not everyone is divine feminine and masculine. I get some request where they tell me that I am the divine feminine or I am the divine masculine and this is what is happening to me or that is what is happening to me, or I have done 70% of my work, I have been doing inner work but my masculine is not doing any inner work. So divine feminine and divine masculine, to become divine feminine and divine masculine, one needs to go through a very deep process of transformation. Very deep process of transformation, my friends. Think about it. Also, it is not necessary that a man has to be divine masculine or a woman has to be divine feminine. And that's the reason why even in same-sex relationships, there are many twin flames. Lots of twin flames are same-sex relationship, and many have taken reading from me or a personal session from me. Not everyone takes reading. Some people take personal session. They just want to talk to someone. They just want to connect with somebody. Share. They want to share their story. They want someone to hear them out. So here what is happening is, basically masculine made a contact. Okay, now what is this channeling? I'll tell you what situation is in this. Masculine made a contact after some time and he connected with her and she said, okay, fine. Both of them had gone through their own stages of awakening and inner work. And sometimes it so happens that a long separation takes place where the awakening happens. Then the masculine and feminine, they come back together, but instantly things don't go like in one day. They don't happen how people think it is. Like in one day, he will call, he will say, hey, I'm back to you. Now I understand everything. I love you. Yes, you are the one for me and I'm the one for you. We are twin flames. That's not how it works. Even after coming back, because as I say in all my sessions, most of my sessions, there was a time I was saying this in every session. Then I stopped, then I said, okay, maybe not everyone is understanding it. Ascension is a lifestyle. The reason why I said this, ascension is a lifestyle, is because people are assuming that once you get into the inner work mode and you reach somewhere, then you can stop the inner work. Or when the masculine comes back or the reunion happen, the mini reunion, sometimes not only reunion but mini reunions also happen. Which means that they come back like it would feel like it's a reunion, but it's not a real complete reunion has not yet happened. Okay, so we call it harmonization. So that's the reason why you need to study. You need to get into in-depth study of twin flame journey. On the internet, people say many things, and especially on the internet, we have lots of these manifestation coaches also these days. They make videos, nothing against them, they made videos, they put it on, they pay for the views, they put it on views, paid views, they get lots of people like instantly, and then they put out those pictures, some kind of pictures of there with a very hot, good looking, handsome hunk, or with a beautiful diva type of a woman, and they say, oh look, I've manifested this sexy looking man with six-pack abs and tattoos and sexy blonde hair and blue eyes. You can also do it, girls. You can also manifest a relationship like that, blah, blah, blah. or this vice versa. Men are also doing this, women are also doing it. So, well, let me tell you that you can get into a relationship. Getting into a relationship is not a big deal for a twin flame or anyone in today's day and age. You go to any dating application, you go to any website like that, you can get into a relationship right away, and then you'll have to maintain it. You can maintain it, based on the demands of the relationship, if you really have to do that. Okay? But that's not the point of this journey. Twin flame journey is a journey of transformation. It's a journey of finding true love. And it's a journey to understand that you need to be happy individually, independently. There are so many people who get married every now and then, but are they happy? There are so many people who are in relationships. Are they happy? If that was not the case, why would they be breaking up? Why would they be getting into separation? Why would they be getting divorces? And my friends, there are even twin flames where the twin flame partner has already crossed over from the physical realm. If you read my book In the Name of Love, out of the 5 stories, one of the stories is about that type of a couple, where one of them crosses over, and then the other one who's left behind, they have to do an inner work, and then they go through their awakening process, and then they have a reunion. They have a reunion even after physical death has happened. So, right now you have just stepped into the twin flame universe. You have just started figuring things out. It's a very deep journey. It's a very beautiful journey also. Okay? So in this case, the masculine comes back, apologizes. Okay, fine. We did not speak for a long time. I'm sorry. I hurt you. Even if he doesn't say I hurt you and all, he just says, okay, I'm sorry. I had my own situation. I went through these many problems and blah, blah, blah. And she says, okay, she accepts him back. But she does not see him doing much. Or she is able to bring him back. Okay? And she's also able to put it stable now. Like basically earlier what was happening, he was coming and going. He was fighting with her. They were fighting to each other, accusing each other. All of that was happening. So during the separation phase, she realized that this is no good, all this blocking and running away and going away. What's the point of this? It's such a futile. Then we have an argument, then we get upset, then there is a phase of disturbance, and then again. So this time she said, I'm not going to argue with him. I am not going to get into a discussion with him. I am not getting into debates. I am not even asking him to do things for me. Okay, let it be. Whatever my expectations are, maybe her expectation is that, he should not be very formal with her. He should just come over to meet her. Instead of saying, should I come? Or he should not, if he makes plan, then he should stick by it. Or in some cases, what the masculine says to feminine is, you come over, we'll do something. Like he doesn't want to make the effort. Okay. He wants her to make the effort, but he's saying that I don't need to go because I have work and this and that, so you come over, we'll chill, we'll hang out. However, when she gets healed, she is like, I don't have time for this. Or why should I go? It's not like I'm dying to meet you. We have already connected, we have spoken on video calls. What's the point of this type of a meeting? So now she's becoming smarter because she doesn't want to give into the toxicity and the things that happened last time, the codependency that happened in the previous breakups or the separation phases. So after a long separation, he comes back, but he does not fully, get into his real zone, because transformation is a slow process, or sometimes it is just a process. It is a step-by-step process. Slow and fast are the labels that we human beings give. Okay, so he is calling her, but she's putting him on ignore mode, or she is not excited about it. Like earlier, if he would call, she would get very excited. She would leave her sleep, not eat the meal, talk to him for like hours and hours and hours in the night. And suddenly he would say, hey honey, I have to go somewhere, I'm busy. So like all this time that I was talking to you, she says to herself, when I was talking to him, that time he was like doing his time pass, and now that he has work, he's just gone. So certain things hurt her, or maybe when he comes back he makes some commitments again, but he does not fulfill. So instead of playing the blocking game, instead of playing the argument game, instead of playing the debate game, all of this she feels is false. These arguments, these expectations. If someone wants to do something, they will do it. If someone doesn't want to do anything or whatever specific thing, they will not do. Okay. So she decides this time she wants to be in Yoda mode. She wants to be chilled out, not have any expectations, not get into any codependent energies with him, not give in to any negativity. So she's like, okay, you want to do something, you do it. Okay. But similarly, I am also busy. I also have my work. I also have my career. Earlier, yes, I was so had nothing to do, that I was only focusing on you. I was chasing you. I did not do a proper job also because my whole time was being spent on you. But now I have a lot of things to do, and I will do these things because these things make me happy. I was not happy at that time, so I don't want to get into that codependent state anymore. I have to be emotionally independent, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to become emotionally independent. Okay. So he is now feeling irritated because he's like, okay, this and that. And also sometimes what happens is that the masculine, when they do this harmonization phase, is not runner and chaser dynamic, because in runner and chaser dynamic, the person is chasing or running. There's a game being played which is followed by long-term separation, and many phases of runner chaser dynamic happen. Okay. So they are basically harmonizing with each other. So both of them don't want to block or don't want to fight, don't want to do the ghosting games and all, but they still do it in a subtle way. However, this time it is to figure out what both of them are going to be happy with, and they are trying to reduce their ego. They are trying to come into balance, and this is also the time when they keep trying other things out also, like at the same time, while they think that okay, we should come back and we should be in truce mode, we should be in peace mode, and we should not fight again, because both of them realize that going away from each other doesn't make sense. They have tried this route out, they were away from each other, but they missed each other. Now the feminine also has to understand that she has to be completely independent. She cannot think that, okay, this work, maybe it's mission, maybe it's some project, maybe it's some business, or it's anything they are building up together. She has to get out of that zone that he has to be there with me. She has to set up everything. From the paperwork to the production to the resource management to everything, to the work delegation. If she is one-man army, then as one-man army, whatever is needed to be done, she has to do it. Now, it is also a fact that the divine feminines, they awaken first. Most cases, like 70%, 80% cases, it is always the DFs who awaken first. And then the masculine follows. Now, some of you will ask, why this is so? Why this is so? In my opinion, it could be 50% also, 50 this, 50 that. But the cases I have seen mostly, or either they are females, like with female body, but they could have masculine energy, and they have chosen to be in masculine female bodies for a reason. Because currently in the world, the ascension is going to be carried forward by the females. The feminine energy is on the rise, and the masculines will serve the feminine energy. That's the format of this ascension. Every time the ascension happens, from ascending Dwapar Yuga, ascending Dwapar and ascending Treta, it is the feminines who take the flagship. And when it is descending Dwapar and descending Treta, it is the masculine, the men. Men take the flagship, and this time the females take the flagship. So that's the reason why I said that divine feminine and divine masculine are labels which most people don't understand. They think that they are feminine, they think that they are masculine, but they are not, they may not be. And that's why I have come up with this different, very unique type of reading, which is Vedic astrology reading. It's a twin flame specific reading where we can find out what energy you have. What energy you have what type of life purpose you have, why are you on planet Earth, what could be your mission, what is your human design code, many things, very deep reading it is. But it's like people should focus on this only, that how they can heal, because if they will heal, if you are on this channel or if you are the one doing this type of spiritual research work, then it's you who needs to heal. Forget about what the other person has to do or not do or do, whatever it is. You don't think about that, okay? Then you will be successful. If you are more concerned about healing them and what are they doing, how are they going to heal, then you will not find success in this journey, and or it will take very, very long. Okay? So here also the feminine has decided to be very strong and very committed to the inner work and very committed to the way she wants things to go, which is very authentic. So the masculine is sort of, he is hurt, he is feeling like his ego is not being massaged, or he understands that yes, I am being a little egotistical, but what to do? It takes time, to fight against the ego. And that too after a long separation, that too after coming back, and making things work or making things, making amendments, For personal readings, for personal sessions, you can check out the description box. All the details are mentioned over there along with the fees. All you have to do is, using the PayPal link, you have to book the session and you have to write to me to let me know that I have booked this session. Okay, and then I will tell you the next step. Usually the readings happen over video calls because I need to see the person in front of me. On this note, I'll close this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.